Alright, so let's talk about proportions. A proportion is a statement that two ratios are equal. It says that two ratios or two fractions are equal. Once again, it is very close to equivalent fractions. So to make sure that ratios are equal, we multiply the cross product. So this means you're going to, in your first fraction, multiply the numerator by the denominator of the second fraction, the denominator of the first fraction by the numerator of the second fraction. So it's going to be, in this case, we have 1/3 equals 2/6. So we're going to multiply 1 times 6 equals 6, 3 times 2 equals 6. Both have the same answers, so this is a proportion. So down here, let's look at another one. We have 13/18 and 20/22. So we're going to multiply 13 by 22 to get 286, 18 by 20 to get 360. Since we didn't get the same answer, these are not proportions. So to find missing numbers in proportions, so let's look here. We have 2/5 and then equals n over 15. So we are trying to make an equivalent proportion. This is very similar to making an equivalent fraction. So we are going to cross multiply what we know. So we know our numerator of our first fraction and our denominator. So we are going to multiply that together. So 2 times 15 to get 30. We need to find a way to get from 5 to 30 when we multiply. So we are going to divide. So 5 is our denominator in our first fraction. So we are going to divide 30 by 5 to get 6. So n equals 6. In order to check that, we just simply replace n with 6. So we have 2/5 equals 6 over 15. So we're going to cross multiply again. So 2 times 5 equals 30. 5 times, sorry, not 2 times 5. 2 times 15 equals 30. 5 times 6 equals 30. So it is an equivalent proportion. Word problems are going to have the same setup. So, word problem. A cookie recipe calls for 3 cups of flour to make 36 cookies. How much flour is needed for 48 cookies? So we have to set it up based on what we know. So we know it takes 3 cups of flour for 36 cookies. So this is our first ratio, so we're going to do 3 over 36. And we have to figure out how many cups of flour it takes to make 48 cookies. So I'm going to make 48 my denominator of my second fraction. And I'm going to use C for my variable in my first fraction. You can pick whatever variable you want, it doesn't matter. So we're going to cross multiply what we know. So we're going to multiply 3 by 48 to get 144. And to figure out what our variable is, we're going to divide 144 by 36 to get 4. Checking it, I'm going to replace C with 4. So my proportions is going to be 3 over 36 equals 4 over 48. So we're going to cross multiply. 3 by 48 is 144. 36 times 4 is 144, and they are equal, so we have an equal proportion. So I hope that helps.